In this video, we're going to show you ItsFishing's tournament module and how easy it is to add tournaments or create tournaments in ItsFishing. So we'll go ahead and open up the software and we'll select create new tournament. So we'll call this one ASK Shootout 2013. And we'll run this tournament, we'll say it's coming up at the end of August, so the 24th and 25th of August. 25th of August. So there's our newly created tournament in the drop down box. The default password for the tournament program is 1234, and you can change that later on if you want. Okay, so the best way to set your tournament up is to add your boats first and then your anglers. So we'll go ahead and add a couple of boats. Now, just a couple of things. You can see here that there's an icon next to boat reg number, and that tells us that we're synced up or connected to the main server for ItsFishing's club system. So this means that what we can do is we can add these boats a lot easier and quicker if they're on the ItsFishing club system. So as long as a boat's a member of a club that uses the software, it's much quicker for us to add these boats in for the tournament. And I'll give you an example. I'll just go over to our demo club program and I'll go to boats and we'll select, say, hooking. So we'll make a note of the registration number there. In fact, I can probably just bring this up over the top. Yep. So we'll put in boat registration number for hooking, which is 484848N. And once we tab out the box, it will automatically fill that information out for us. So there's no need to type a lot of that information. The other thing as well is that if the boat's fishing zone, and you'll only know what the zone tournament means if you actually run those tournaments. So if you don't run zone tournaments, you can discard this one. But this is if the boat is fishing the zone tournament. You can also mark that box, and then that will be included in the zone reports for tournament. So we'll just go ahead and add that boat. And you can see there now it's automatically incremented to the next number available for the tournament, which in this case is 2. So we'll go ahead and add a couple more. We might go and add, say, Fisher. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6N. Again, all the details will come through. So it depends on how much information is on at the club too. You can see this one doesn't really have that much info at the club. I'll go ahead and add that one. And we'll increment to 3, and we'll do another one. We'll just do spot on, which is 65432N. Let's just add another one as well. Why not? Let's add C, right? PP 90TTN. I think that is. Oops, why am I typing that? Sorry about that. We'll go back into boat reg. PP 90TTN. Okay, so that's how easy it is to add the boats. Okay, so now we've added our boats, we want to go ahead and add anglers as well. So we'll select anglers. And again, you can see there's an icon that says that we are connected to the main server for ItsFishing. And if I go back over to the club module again, we'll head over to members. And we can see that we've got some members there for the club, so that's great. So back to the tournament, we'll just make a note of a couple of those. So we'll say angler 22, 2 and 23. I'll bring back up the tournament module. Okay, so first off, we just need to find out what club the angler is a member of. In this case, it's ASK Fishing Club. And we'll go ahead and put in member number 2. And again, you can see all of the members' information has been imported into your tournament without having to type any details. The only thing that you do need to do is allocate the category that that angler is going to fish under. So we'll just go ahead and add Bart as a male angler. And you can see here, these are the 4 boat numbers that we added earlier. You can either select it by boat number, or you can go ahead and allocate it by boat name. So we'll go ahead and allocate hooking. we'll say that this angler is fishing zone, and we'll go ahead and add that angler. So again, it increments to angler number 2, and we can go ahead and add another angler. Now, I think I said 22. Yes, Pascal De Laurento. So we'll add him as well. He's adding as a male angler. We'll also put him on hooking. And we'll go ahead and we'll add just a couple more anglers. So let's say angler number 26, Ham Billings. And we'll say he's fishing male, and we'll stick him on Fisher. And we might just add another one, and we'll say, oh, let's add, say who we're going to add here. Oh, just 28 will do. So we'll go member number 28. And we'll add him as a male, and we'll also put him on, I will put him on C, right? Okay. And you just continue to do that where the clubs are, where the anglers are members of a club that use the ItsFishing main system. That's how easy it is. In the case where they are not using the system, let's just say, well, we'll put in angler number 854, member number 854. Because there's nobody, you can see over here, current member 854, there isn't one. Or it's not been added for some reason, or for some reason the person doing the tournament has entered the wrong number. Form could have been filled out wrong for whatever reason. But you can still add members manually if they're not using the main club system. You can just add them manually. So we'll go ahead and add myself. Okay, and we'll skip the address details. Just do 11, 12, 7, 2, 1, 3, 4, 6, 7. There you go. And we'll just raise a male, and I'll fish on sea right. And that's it. You're all set. Okay, so you've added your anglers and your boats, and now you're ready to start allocating points. So day 1 of fishing's arrived, and we need to start now allocating those points into the main tournament program. So let's go ahead and allocate some points. So we go to posting, allocate points, or you can obviously go into point score down here. So we'll just go to allocate points. Cap certificate numbers, you don't need to enter that in. It will generate one automatically, and the date will automatically default to the day that you're allocating points. So we'll go and allocate points. Again, it's best if you run off angler numbers. It's the easiest way to allocate points into the system. If we get the registered anglers aware of what their angler number is for the tournament, it's much easier when it comes back to the point scorer to allocate the information in. So we'll just go ahead and allocate Bart Hippo, saying he's tagged black marlin on 15 kilo line, and no weight in this case, say B1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see there the points have automatically been allocated in this case, and we'll say that it was caught at 12:30. We'll just go ahead and allocate those points, and again come straight up again. So if you've got a heap of tags and captures coming in, you just keep rotating around. So we'll just go to someone else here. We'll say we've got Pascal De Laurento on hooking. We'll say he's got a shark, say a tiger shark, and its capture on 24 kilo line. We'll say it was 275 kilo, and it automatically skips tag number because in this case it's capture. Estimated length in centimeters, so we could just say that was, I don't even know roughly what that would be, but we'll say 257 centimeters, caught at 1300. And again, you can see the capture points have automatically been calculated. So as the point score comes in, you just keep doing exactly the same thing. We'll just go ahead and add one more in. And we'll say, we'll give it to Ham Billings this time. And we'll say it was a yellowfin tuna. Oh, you get some tuna yellowfin, and we'll say it was tagged on 10. We don't need a weight there. We'll say it was on this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and caught at 14.55. Okay, you can also from here search point score. So if you want to look at some entries or find out or cross-reference what you've already entered, you can do that here as well. And if you need to edit any of those tags, you can just click on the entry and enter that information. So we just make it 276. We might have entered the wrong weight in there. And we go ahead and allocate it. That's how easy it is to add points. It's always good to set up your trophy list well in advance of your tournament, just to make sure that everything's added and all your trophies are in there and all the filters for that trophy are in there correctly. So let's go ahead and add a few trophies. If you go to Administration and Awards and Trophies, and then go to Add Trophy. So let's do one of the more common ones. Let's say Champion Adult Angler Tag and Release. So we might call that just Champion Angler Tag and Release. Just Champion Angler Tag and Release. We'll put a description in of highest point scoring adult angler tag release. And this is going to be a tournament trophy. You can see there, if I expand that option, you can have daily awards as well. So like, you know, Champion Angler Day 1, Day 2, and things like that. We're going to have this one as a tournament award. And it's an angler trophy in this case. And we're saying that this is a tag and release trophy. Now, because we're looking for Champion Angler Tag and Release or the highest point scoring angler, Adult Angler Tag and Release, this would come under the highest point score total filter. You can see there's also things like highest number of fish caught or tagged, highest point scoring single capture, or most meritorious in some cases, heaviest of species, things like that. So we'll go ahead and make this one highest point score total. Then we go to tab 2 to do any angler or species filters. So in this case, it's just anything caught or tagged, so we leave that as no species filter. Now, we only want to include adult anglers in this trophy, so we'll select the option that says filter to include any adult anglers. We'll go across to boat line class filter, and there's no filters in this case. We don't need to filter anything there. And we're asking for all point score category only, and we're looking for winner. If we wanted to make runner up or third place and so on, you can do up to 10th place in this option here. So that's it. We'll just go and add that trophy. That's how easy it is to add a trophy. For the more in-depth trophies rather, that might be something like highest point scoring junior on 10 kilo line. We'll go ahead and add a trophy for that. So we'll just call this, if there's not a name, we'll just call it what it is, which is highest point scoring capture by a junior. I'll put capture junior, so 10 kg, and then in the description we'll put the same thing, but we'll just put a bit more info. Highest point scoring, sorry, capture by a junior, on 10 kg line. Excuse my typing. So again, trophy type, it's going to be a tournament trophy. It's an angler trophy for capture, and again, it's going to be highest point scoring single capture. we just make it for one capture. And we're making this for juniors only, so we'll mark the angler filter to include only junior anglers. And we'll leave the boat filter as it is, but we want to change the line class filter to 10 kilos. And again, we want the winner for point score. Okay, we'll just go ahead and add one more, and we'll just say champion lady angler. And it might be the trophy could be called something say like the ASK billfish trophy, and that would be then champion lady angler, and we'll say tag and release, billfish. Again, we'll make this a tournament trophy, again an angler trophy. Catch type in this case is going to be tag and release. By the way, I better fix that. Let's make that look a bit more presentable. Tag and release of billfish. And this is highest point score total. Again, this is overall. So we're going to filter by species, and we're going to select billfish only. You can use, if it's just for marlin, just select marlin, but if it's for including sailfish, shortbill spearfish and things like that, just select billfish. And we just want female anglers. Now, selecting this option would include junior female anglers too. So that's just going to be any lady angler for the tournament. No boat filter, no line class filter, and again we're looking for highest and winner and point score. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and add just quickly a couple of boat trophies. So we'll just say again champion boat, boat capture, highest point scoring boat capture. I might just hyphenate that. Okay, it's a tournament trophy again. This time we're going to select boat and capture, and again it's highest point score total, and we're just going to leave all these filters because we don't need to apply any of them. So we'll add that one, and then we'll just go in here again and we'll do champion boat tag and release. And just highest point scoring boat, hyphenate that as well, tag and release. Again, it's tournament boat, tag and release catch type, and it's going to be highest point score overall. Let's just go and find it. Highest point score total. No filters again on there, and we want the winner of that. So that's how easy it is to create your trophies. Okay, so your tournament's now over. It's probably something like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening on a Sunday, and you've got about 30 minutes to generate your trophy list and get it ready for presentation. By experience, I know that's pretty stressful. So, providing that all your trophies are in prior to your tournament and you've run your usual checks, you should be just a case of checking your final day's point score and just running your reports. So to bring up a trophy list of the trophies that we created earlier, we literally just go to awards and trophies, tournament winners. And that will generate your report. As you can see, there's not many trophies there, but it gives you an idea of how it all works. And also, along with your trophy list, you might want to print off some other reports, which are always handy. and that would be things like your point score report by angler. Oops, I'll just do that right. We'll go back there. Reports, point score by angler. Run a summary report and also run a detail report, because they're always going to be handy if you get any questions or any disputes maybe. At least you've got a printout of all the details of everything that you entered for the tournament. So you can pull things like angler point score summary, angler point score detail, boat point summary, and boat points detail. They're 2 or 4 very handy reports. And that's pretty much all you need to successfully run a tournament in ItsFishing.